Welcome to Fuller Expectations, the podcast where we dive into topics like aging with confidence, navigating identity shifts, building new healthy habits, rediscovering purpose, health and wellness routines in midlife, and yes, maybe even money, retirement, relationships, and letting go of things that no longer serve you. I'm your host, Carrie Fuller, and I am so excited that you're here with me today. My hope is that our episodes feel like a blend of personal growth, real conversation, and gentle encouragement. We'll keep things honest, thoughtful, and practical. If you have not already, please hit follow so that our podcast can appear in your podcast library. We drop episodes every week, and we don't want you to miss it. And if you thought of somebody who might benefit by what you've heard today, please share this episode with them. And now let's get into today's episode. Hello, Fuller Expectations podcast family. I am literally so excited for the episode today. And that is because you're going to be really excited about it. It is something that literally can change the future for you and everything that you want to accomplish and everything that you've been sort of sitting on. And you are going to be able to revisit those goals and those dreams that you had and maybe tackle them with a different mindset than you ever have before. If you, like me, have just kind of gone through day to day and you're just, you get up, you go to work, you're living your life and it's on repeat because that's just how the days are especially when you're in a career and it's like, you get up, you go to work, you come home, you make dinner, you do some laundry, you maybe get to work out if you're lucky, and all of a sudden, it's time for bed and you're getting up the next day and you're doing the same thing all over again. Well, let's think about it this way. Every single one of us has the same 24 hours in a day. We all do. There's nobody that has more time than anyone else. How we use the time is another story. And the difference between living an average life and one where you're going through the motions and, you're kind of on autopilot a lot of the time. Did you ever do that where even when you're in the car and you're driving to work and you get there and you're like, oh, I don't even remember going through that intersection, or I don't remember that stoplight or whatever. I've done that before and it's kind of scary, because your mind is just thinking about so many things and you're literally on autopilot because you take that same road every day and you do that drive for weeks and months and years, and it just becomes so monotonous that you don't even pay attention. But today in this episode, we're going to talk about a lot of different things around living the life that we're living and living the life that we want to live. We all have dreams and goals. So we're going to talk about how some people accomplish those things and live an extraordinary life, and other people are just kind of like doing the day-to-day, saving for retirement, going through the motions. Maybe you want to go on vacation once or twice a year, but you have goals and you have another life in your head that you want to live. Most people do. Is that you? Do you think about a version of your life that just hasn't happened yet? Well, one of the things that controls whether or not we execute is what we tell ourselves, the words that are running through our mind, and how these internal conversations, they really do quietly shape our confidence, and they even shape our health and our relationships. They definitely shape our careers, and ultimately, at the end of the day, they shape our lives. This is why we do what we do, because it's all about the internal conversations and that voice in our head. So today we're going to talk about this. We're going to learn some practical ways to retrain our thinking and develop habits that really reinforce success. And we're going to talk about how becoming the kind of person who follows through on things, not just because life gets easier, but because your mind becomes stronger, it allows you to achieve your dreams and your goals and live the life that you want to live. Your best life doesn't begin when a circumstance changes. It might shift things, but where it begins, it really begins in your head. It begins where your thinking lies. It begins with what you tell yourself every day. If I followed you around all day and I was able to listen to everything that you told yourself, if I could literally hear the words inside of your head, would I believe that you are capable of greatness, or would I be thinking that you are completely down on yourself? Here's the truth, and this is science, you guys. Your mind mind is listening to the things that you tell yourself. Your mind literally is listening. Every thought, every excuse, every affirmation, every criticism, your mind is listening. And it is 100% fact that we become what we think. So whether you realize it or not, you're literally programming your future every single day with that little voice inside your head that's either criticizing you or cheering you on. Most people spend their lives waiting until they feel motivated to do something. Successful people understand something different. They create habits before they create the results. They become the person first, and then the results come later. Do you understand that? It's like I said earlier, every single person has the same 24 hours in a day. Successful people don't have more time to accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. They just execute differently. They think differently. And they create the habits, again, before the results come. They become the person in their mind first. And because of that, that's why the results come. We all have stories that we tell ourselves. Did you ever look in the mirror and you're like, ugh, I don't like this outfit on me. Or, oh, I look really old. Oh, I'm getting wrinkles. Do you ever tell yourself, oh, I don't have the willpower? Or, with working out, oh, I've never been athletic. I hate sweating. Walking is boring. Or with finances, did you ever tell yourself, oh, I'm so bad at saving. I can't save. I don't make enough money. I'll never be able to save for my future. Did you ever tell yourself, like, I can't figure this out. I'm just not smart right now. I can't think straight today. Or even things like, I'm an introvert. I hate being around crowds. I hate talking in front of a group of people. But you know what? The scary part is most of these aren't even facts. They're the things that we tell ourselves, and we've repeated them so many times that they literally become our identity. Guess what? Identity drives behavior. It's the behavior that creates the results. Results are reinforced every day by the identity and what we tell ourselves. And it's a loop. But the good news is, if you change what you're saying to yourself, you change everything. So one of my favorite quotes comes from Henry Ford, and that's, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. It's so true. It is so true. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it, and our brains are constantly looking for evidence to support what we already believe. So psychologists call this confirmation bias. Have you ever heard of that? Confirmation bias. You can look it up. It's when we are constantly looking for the evidence to support what we already believe. It's what you tell yourself. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I keep trying to lose weight, but I'm never going to be able to lose weight. I've tried so many times. It's not working for me. Or, I never stick to anything. Consistency is so hard. I keep giving up after 2 weeks of something. This is proof. This is proof. Guess what your brain is looking for? Your brain is looking for proof. So if you begin telling yourself, I'm becoming someone who keeps promises to myself, or this is going to be my year, I am going to kick ass this year, and you keep telling yourself positive things, positivity, over and over again, no matter what it is, switch the message inside of your head. Your brain's actually going to start to notice evidence for that too. It's not really positive thinking. I mean, it is about being positive, but it's actually intentional thinking. It's thinking intentionally, thinking about, what do you want in your life? What do you want your future to be? It's all up to you. Nobody else is going to create something for you. You have the power to do that. Be intentional about the way that you think. Change your mindset. Retrain your brain. Every single great life is built on ordinary days. People think successful people have extraordinary discipline, but they don't. You know what they have? They have better systems in place. They make better decisions. They spend their time focused on the things that are propelling them to success. They talk to themselves in a way that leads them down that path. So think about your life. It's built from hundreds of tiny decisions every single day. Are you the kind of person that hits snooze in the morning when the alarm clock goes off? Are you the kind of person that goes for walks? Do you eat protein? Do you read? Do you call your parents just to say hi? Do you complain all the time about everything? Do you doom scroll? Do you just spend hours of your day on social media looking at everybody else's life, wondering why they have a million friends and a bunch of positive comments, wondering how they did it? The only thing that sets these people apart is their discipline, their mindset, repeated consistency. They were born ordinary people just like you. So James Clear says, every action you take is a vote for the person that you want to become. I love that. Everything that you're doing every single day is building the future version of you. So imagine waking up every morning with intention instead of reaction. Is your life reactive? Are you constantly putting out fires? Maybe put you in a really negative mood and you're just like, ugh. Here's what you're going to do. Before you touch your phone in the morning, because I know that's probably the first thing you do, right? Just lay in bed, take 3 deep breaths, and think about 3 things that you're grateful for. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? Instead of saying, what do I have to do today? What's my calendar? Oh, I'm back to back. Oh, I don't even have time to eat lunch. Oh, how am I going to ever exercise? Instead of having all of that in your head, think of 3 things that you're grateful for and visualize yourself having a successful day. Visualize yourself having 10 minutes to read if that's what you want to do. Visualize yourself having 30 minutes to move your body. Visualize yourself eating proteins and healthy fats and carbs. Yes, we all need carbs. Visualize yourself hitting your goals for the macros and drinking enough water. Visualize that. Make that a decision when you open your eyes and you lay there and you think of 3 things that you're grateful for before you even grab your phone. Tell yourself, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to have time for myself today. I'm going to prioritize my day in a way that gives me that. And throughout the day, pay attention to the way that you're talking to yourself. When you hear yourself say things like, I can't, replace that with, I'm learning. Instead of saying, oh, I suck at this, say, I'm getting better at what I do every single day. Instead of saying, oh, I have to go to this meeting, say, I get to go to this meeting. I was invited to this meeting because I'm important. The language inside of your head changes perspective, and perspective is what changes behavior. So at the end of your day, ask yourself, what did I do really well today? What challenged me? What did I learn today? What can I do better tomorrow? And then let your day go. And tomorrow when you wake up, remember those things about what you did well yesterday. What challenged you yesterday? What did you learn? And from that, what does your new day look like? You know, the power of keeping promises to yourself is huge. So we're going to touch on that for a second. Confidence does not come from compliments. Confidence comes from evidence. Every time you say, I'm going to work out, and you do it, you trust yourself a little more. And every time you break a promise to yourself, you trust yourself a little less. You're getting the hang of it. Self-confidence is not built in giant, huge wins. It's built in every single day, tiny moments of integrity. Too many people start something and then they quit. They quit because they missed a workout, or they ate shitty, so they're going to just eat shitty for the rest of the week and then say that, oh, I'll start it over next month. You know, they quit because after a week of consistency, things fell off and they didn't accomplish it. But they tell themselves they're going to start again next week. Excellence is not perfection. It's returning and showing up for yourself again and again and again. It's never missing twice. If you miss once, it's okay. Start again. Don't miss twice. You owe it to yourself. We have some practical mindset habits that you can immediately put into place in your life. And here they are. The first one, don't check your phone within the first half an hour of waking up. Don't do it. Nothing is that important that you can't give yourself a half hour to reflect on what you're grateful for and what kind of day you want to have. Maybe get up, do some stretching, write in a journal, just sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and talk with positivity about everything that you get to accomplish that day. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for every single day. Write down at least 3 things that you're grateful for. Wouldn't it be awesome to have that in a book and to look back on that? You don't need a fancy journal. You can just have a piece of paper, spiral notebook, whatever, and write down 3 things that you're grateful for every single morning. Even if some days are the same things, that's fine. Another habit that you will benefit by is replacing negative self-talk with growth-focused language. Flip the voice inside your head. Move your body every single day, even if it's only 15 minutes. It's okay. I used to make that mistake. If I didn't have a half hour or 45 minutes to work out, I'd be like, oh, I don't have time. No, you can carve out 15 minutes. 15 minutes is nothing. We all stand in the hallways jibber jabbering with our colleagues for 15 minutes, right? Or we're on our phones scrolling social media for 15 minutes. Take that time and move your body. Another healthy habit that would really be beneficial is to read 10 pages of something that helps you grow. And if you don't have time to read, do an audiobook in the car or something, a podcast that offers you something that helps you grow. Keep one promise to yourself every single day. You can spend your 30 minutes in the morning thinking of what that promise is going to be and keep that promise to yourself every single day. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to become better, the people that want to see you succeed, the people that want you to be the best version of you, the people that will cheer you on. Those are the friends that you want. Celebrate consistency instead of perfection. You don't need perfection. It's not about that. It's about consistency. It's about going again and again and again at the things that are driving you to reach your dreams, to reach your goals, to be the best version of you. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, did I become a little better today? And tell yourself, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I have some quotes that I would love to include. If you find that one of these quotes resonates with you, write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it every single day. Put it on your bathroom mirror or something like that. Put it on your car dashboard. So here's the first one. You become what you repeatedly do. Story. Another one. Discipline is remembering what you want most instead of what you want right now. Oh, I love that. And another one. Motivation gets you started, but habits keep you going. Yes, they do. And another one, you cannot consistently outperform your identity. Oof, that is, you cannot consistently outperform your identity. I love that. And two more here. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of the conversations that you have with yourself. I love that. I love all of these. And the last one, small choices become your future. Small choices become your future. They do. They do. It's the little tiny choices that you make every single day that are making you become who you're going to be tomorrow. So I would like to challenge you this week to choose one habit, just one. Keep one promise to yourself every single day for the next 7 days. Maybe it's walking or reading, or maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's turning off of social media. Just delete the app from your phone. You can always reinstall it later, but maybe take a hiatus from that. It'll give you so much free time to take that walk or to read that book or to do whatever it is that you want to do that you say you don't have time for. Don't do it because you hope you'll feel different. Do it because you're becoming someone different, and remind yourself of that. You don't become extraordinary overnight. You become extraordinary one day at a time. Your future is not waiting for motivation. It's waiting for the next decision you make, and that decision starts right now. So I want to introduce to you what we're going to call the bookend method. And I'm going to invite you to think of your day as being held together by two intentional conversations within those bookends. There's a morning bookend and an evening bookend. Okay. And your morning bookend, who do I want to be today? That sets your identity before the world even has a chance to define your day. That's your morning bookend. Who do I want to be today? Every day we get to make that decision every single day. It's beautiful. And then your evening bookend. Did my choices today move me closer or farther from being the person that I want to be? That's your evening bookend. Okay. Your morning again. Who do I want to be today? Your evening. Did my choices today move me closer or farther from being the person that I'm becoming? So everything between those two bookends, it's your workout, it's the food that you put in your mouth, it's your work ethic, it's your relationships, it's your resilience. It becomes a reflection of the two conversations, the two bookends. It's a simple framework that you can take that will help you build the best future version of you. Never forget, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And just because the last week or month or the last year or even the last 10 years hasn't been what you wanted, the next week and the next month and the next year and the next 10 years, they can be exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. So start with the bookend method. Okay. Your morning bookend again. Who do I want to be today? Set the tone for your day to drive you to the future version of yourself. And your evening bookend. Did my choices today move me closer or farther from the person that I want to be? And remember, it really does not matter where you came from or where you are today. It doesn't matter what your childhood looked like. It doesn't matter if you were told that you you weren't smart enough or talented enough, or you're never going to become that athlete that you want to be. It's not going to happen. Figure out a new dream. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 25, 45, 57, 77, 83. That's the past, right? The past might explain who you are today, but it does not define you. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Every single day you wake up with an opportunity to become someone stronger, someone healthier, someone kinder, someone smarter, and someone more resilient than you were yesterday. The people that we admire most aren't the ones that had the easiest beginning. We know a lot of successful people that have shit stories from growing up. They're just the ones who refuse to let their beginning dictate their ending. Your life is not determined by where you start. Some people use that as an excuse, and that's fine. People can use that as an excuse. You do not have to. Your life is determined by the choices that you make after you start, and you start every single day. It's the promises to yourself that you keep. It's the thoughts that you tell yourself that you begin to believe. It's your willingness to get back up when life knocks you down, because it will. It does it to all of us, but get back up. Show up on the days that you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. Trust me, because the next morning when you wake up, you're going to be like, oh, I didn't feel like doing that, but I did it. And I'm so freaking proud of myself. Every day is another page in the story that you're writing about your life and who you are. It's your legacy. And here's the beautiful part. You are still holding the pen. You're holding the pen. So if you've been waiting for permission to change your life, this is it. This is your permission. Decide today that your best chapters haven't already been written. They're still ahead of you. Because in the end, people won't remember where you started. They're going to remember how you lived, how you loved, how you persevered when things got really hard. They're going to remember how you grew and how you finished. So go make the rest of your story the greatest one yet. Your past is a chapter of your story. It's not the title of your book. And it doesn't matter where you came from or how you started. What matters is who you choose to become and how you finish. You got this. It's hard for all of us. Sometimes we all have hard times, but talk to yourself with grace, talk to yourself with kindness, remind yourself you've got this. Thanks for listening today. If this episode sparked something in you, please share it with a friend, leave a comment or a review, and reach out and let me know what resonated. Remember, no matter what age or stage of life you're in, you can pivot. And always remember, the second half of life is not a winding down. It's a waking up. Please follow or subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our podcast family. Let's keep showing up and being the best version of ourselves. Until next time, take care.